Tycho? Tycho, buddy, you okay? Maybe if I exit and come back. What's going on with Tycho? Are you offended that we've... Oh, okay. He's coming. I was going to say, are you offended that we've asked a lady to join the party? It's the post-apocalyptic wasteland, man. There's no time for sexism. Anybody who can use a gun can use a gun. Get your shit together. Anywho, this is a hidden part of... not really hidden, but hard to find if you don't know where to look for it. This is the other section of town that... where the Deathclaw are, that Miles asked for the pieces, and then Samael told us that this is where they do their scavenging, and where his one of his men didn't come back, where they found the parts that we're looking for. And we could go and look for them. We definitely could, but this is also where all of the Deathclaw live. In fact, there are 3 on the surface, and then Big Mama Deathclaw underneath, which we do not really need to get involved with right now, as we don't have a very good chance of all of us making out of it alive. And the only reason, well, there's a couple reasons why you would want to do this. First and foremost, to get the parts for the one quest. The other quest is given to us by a group of NPCs known as the Gun Runners that show up in later Fallout games, like Fallout New Vegas comes to mind. They have a stall just outside the wall of New Vegas itself. And they sell the top tier weapons in the game that are available for purchase. The Brotherhood have more advanced weapons, the actual toppest tier of things. But you have to join them, which we may or may not do, as it is optional, but we're going to have to go there at least. We are going to have to join them now that I think about it, as they have talking heads, and I mentioned that I want to showcase all the talking heads. So we have to join the Brotherhood, which is what we're going to have to do next. And it kind of does kind of help out in the quest that what we're doing, is that they can in fact be asked to aid against the military base, at least getting in. After that, they promptly leave you to your death. Let's go ahead and save, as that's all the business I want to do in the Boneyard for now. Later on, I might deal with the Deathclaws, just so I can get to the Gun Runners. Even though I don't really... I mentioned this before in whatever part it was. Is that, unlike other Fallouts, is that this game you really don't need to scavenge and hoard as much as, especially like Fallout 2, Fallout 3, and beyond. And you see now that the cathedral is there on our map, and we can go check that out. And we could actually get pretty dang far, since we have a disguise. But we're going to go to the Brotherhood instead. For my own personal taste, just the 2 main objectives in the game left is to deal with the last 2 remaining areas of the game. And you can do them in either order, but I like to do the military base first, and then do the cathedral. But anyway, we're going to go to the Brotherhood. And what was I saying? Yeah, is that I could unlock the Gun Runners and trade for some of their higher end weapons, but we're about to go to the Glow, which has all of the top end weapons, basically, aside from the major big guns like rocket launchers and Gatling guns and things like that. But you don't... If you could equip each of your companions with armor, then... rats. I'm wasting bullets on rats again. Good lord. But since they can only ever get their weapons upgraded, and you can find all the weapons you need for them. After you get enough money, you really don't need to bother with having to scavenge every last little piece of equipment, which is why I made my character have a 3 strength, even though in any other Fallout game, like, hell no, I need to be able to carry a ton of things. And we've got some rad scorpions. Alright. Oh. I can give him burst fire. Get out of here. Shoo! Go crawl under a rock. Yeah, I did not think that she could use the super sledge. Or if she can, I don't know how to tell her to how to wield it just yet. As you see, Tycho doing a ton of damage with that sniper rifle. And even that's something I don't need to buy because I can find one. But I just needed to get rid of other things, and anyway, point being is that you don't really need to piss around with min-maxing equipment in this game, as you hit the max pretty quickly, and you don't really need to a bargain shop, a coupon cut, scrounge every last little bit thing you can together. Alright, so this is the Brotherhood of Seal's bunker. And it was Jake, the weapon seller of the hub, who mentioned this, which, you know, given the Brotherhood's nature, especially in these earlier games, I don't know that they would want their bunker's headquarters to be, you know, out in the open like it is. So here we go. And you can see that I love this. There's that the map for this town is, or for this location, I should say. It is kind of a town, but not a town in the strictest sense. It's like this enlightened scroll from medieval times, except all the angels have like energy weapons and Uzis and things. Well, we've only got one option so far, so we'll go to the entrance. Let's put our gun away, because if there's one group of people we don't want thinking that we're hostile, it's the Brotherhood. Second to the mutants, I think. They're both pretty nasty. A small building surrounded by a chain-link fence is to the north. Menacing guards and heavy armor patrol the area. And by patrol, I mean park their fat asses right there and don't move. Now, this guy over here is Paladin, and this is Cabot. He has a name. Initiate of the Brotherhood of Steel. Now, Cabot is another one of those voice actors whose name I don't recognize, and I looked him up, and his most notable role that I can recall, and Future Fruit Spread will back me up on this, and list his credits like I did for Overseer Eyebrows, but I remember that he was, I looked him up and he was the voice of Two-Face from the 1992 Batman animated series, and I know there was another one in the back of my mind, and I don't recall exactly, so I'm not going to make myself a fool by just talking on my butthole. But he is one of 4 talking heads here that the Brotherhood have. Let's see, there's Free, Cabot, Rhombus, and Maxim. Yeah, that's the 4.
Hello, and welcome to the Brotherhood of Steel. May I ask your business here?
Who are you?
I'm Cabot, but you didn't answer me. What can I do for you?
Can I ask you a few questions?
Sorry, I really can't. They said not to. Goodbye.
Notice how he's technically inside the bunker, or it looks like he's inside the bunker, even though he's technically out. Is that he's going to be pretty tight-lipped.
Well, hello again. You decide what you wanted?
But we're going to have to join them before we... And I forget if there's that actual dialogue that leads more naturally into this.
Well, I talked to the High Elder, and he said that not just anyone can join. He said you have to complete a quest first.
Did you do a quest before you joined?
Not exactly, but things are a bit different right now.
So tell me what's different.
Sorry, I really can't. They said not to.
Yeah.
Well, hello again. I talked to the High Elder, and he said that you have to go to the
All right,
ruins
like
of
what?
the Ancient Order that's south of here. You've got to go inside and bring back something that proves that you were there.
How will you know if it's from this place?
This place is high-tech. There's things inside like you've never seen before. Oh, it's also radioactive.
And that is a gross understatement. As I recall when I first played through this, I thought that he doesn't even make mention of it. But he does, but oh man, is that a gross understatement.
You'll do it? You will? Great. Just bring it back here. Good luck.
I can't believe it. They're sending him down there. Now, this would be kind of confusing if I didn't know what I was already, where he was already talking about it. He doesn't really mention it, is that he just points it out on your map. But since someone in the hub already pointed it out, is that if you were to look at your map, you would see no new locations. If someone in the hub had already pointed it out. If he was the first one to point it out, then yeah, you would see that this is the location, the glow. But I can see how that would be confusing if he already had it. You'd be staring at your pit. Where the hell is he talking about? So, we have to get to the glow. And the glow is all the fuck the way down in the middle of nowhere. And it is radioactive as all hell. So let me just check real fast before I go gallivanting to my doom. I have 5 of those. That is not going to get the job done. Whatsoever. We need more radioactive chems, or chems to fight radiation. So we're going to swing by the hub on our way. On our way to the glow. And then we're going to go do the glow. Oh boy, oh boy. 1 red scorpion. Out of nowhere, a red scorpion suddenly strikes. Insert Randy Orton joke. Go away. That's the best thing about dog meat. His attacks don't cost anything. Oops. Alright, back to the hub. Man, you do have to go back to the hub quite a bit in this game, don't you? So this is why it's called that. We need to go to Old Town, and we need to go see our friendly neighborhood chem dealer. See if there's anything these guys are holding on to that I need to get rid of. Don't think so. He's got a spare gun I can get rid of. It's not doing anybody any favors. And Tycho's traveling light as usual. Oh yeah, he doesn't need that anymore. Let's go ahead and make sure these are empty. Yeah, I thought not. Hello? Now what's real important is you want Rad-X. As Radaway will help, but the amount of radiation you can actually get hit with in the glow, you would have to have more than 20. And do you have caps, sir? 58 caps. Oh, that's no good. Okay. Jeez. So now we've got our... Radix is far more important. What does the old phrase go? And pinch of prevention is worth a pound of cure? That is most definitely the case when it comes to the glow. As I think this might be our last dungeon proper in the game. We had Vault 15, Rad Scorpion Caves, then Acropolis Sewers. Yes, I think this might be it. We could always, you could count the military base in the cathedral too. But what I love, the reason why I wanted to play this game, first and foremost, is that they don't have to be. And you can use, your cunning guile and not have to, brute force your way through it like so many RPGs these days do. Like even Fallout 4, can you talk, the quote-unquote bad guy down at the end of the game? Can you work your way through the game non-violently? Well, you can, but it's, the game starts you like, here's a gun, go shoot some rad roaches. Like, it doesn't seem... I mean, even in this game, you start out with a gun, go shoot some rats. It just seems like even Fallout 3 had... You could talk to Colonel Autumn out of his big plan or whatever, but it just felt so fucking hollow, because he wasn't... Who the hell was he? He was nobody. Yeah, anyway. So this is the glow. As you notice on the main map, it is this huge crater that we're about to find out was... we're going to a ground zero site of a nuclear explosion, which is why it's so radioactive. So I've got my finger on the inventory button, because even being here for a second or two without first popping some Radix will get your ass killed. Yep. As I'm sorry, I hate to interrupt your float dialogue here, but we're going to take 2 of these now. It'll increase our radiation resistance to 100. Oh! Did I forget to level up? That's silly. Not that it really would have mattered. I haven't been shooting anything with my plas pistol. As you see, there's a bunch of... You see the remains of Loser. Oh, how did Loser get all the way from the hub to here? And so there should be even more corpses here, as we'll find out. Hey, buddy. I need to borrow something. Oh, Lord. He doesn't have any shotgun shells, right? Okay, good, no. As this will require my tools. Oops, wrong cursor.